What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing an oil change on my 03 Crown Vic P71. Now the beauty of the Crown Vic is that these are exactly the same from 03 to 2011, so if you are doing an oil change on your Vic and it's among those years, this is the video for you. Now also what's cool about the Vic is we don't need to take anything off besides the drain plug in our oil filter. So no beauty covers, no wheels, because you gotta get in there, just those two things. And to do that, you need a 16mm socket. I got it set up here. You also need an oil filter wrench or some type of way to get your oil filter off. There's like different types of tools like caps, but this is the old school easy way. And wow, I dropped that, my bad. And I got my new filter going with the Motorcraft. And 6 quarts of full synthetic 520. The old Vic's 03 to 11 takes 6 quarts. And some brake clean, just to make it nice and clean under there. I already have the Vic up in the air on the jack stands, and I have some drain buckets underneath. And we'll take a climb under there, and I'll show you where you need to be, what bolts you need to take off, and where your filter is. We are underneath the car now. And there is your oil drain plug. We'll be able to take that off and drain the beast. And then here is your oil filter. I'm gonna get up in there with a tool, loosen that up, and I'll pull that out right through here and sneak it by. I'll show you when I pull that out, but we're ready to drain the oil. Just gotta crack it free. A little tappy always helps. Now this is gonna be super hot, so I'm gonna try to do this like an expert and not get any oil on me, but I don't think that's gonna be a habit. Jerk. For reference, everybody, too, it's always good to run your engine a little bit before you drain this, so all like the matter and heavy debris, it gets circulated, so you get all the bad stuff out. So it's good to have your oil a little bit hot, even though it's gonna be hot on your hands. Jesus. Already got some on me, so I lost the clean challenge. Whoa, that bird just like came under mid-oil drain. Nice. It is warm, so I feel like it flows much better. I'm gonna try to like just see if I can move my hand first instead of using the tool. Oh yeah, I was able to use my hand and break it free. Nice. Alright, so show it's gonna leak. Alright, I got it off. So now I have to sneak it, I think, down and then across and down. So a little bit just right here. Oh, it's hot. Around the sway bar and down. Okay, cool. Dump all that greasy oil out. It got my arm. So that is how you sneak out the unit and get covered in oil. Now that all the oil is drained and our filter is off, we can begin the install of our nice new filter and our nice new oil. It is important to make sure that the gasket comes off with your old filter, because if this stayed on the engine and you put 2 gaskets on top of each other, it would leak. Now it is also a good idea to open up one of your bottles of oil here and get a little bit of oil on your finger and just rub it around this gasket, because when you put it on, this allows it to not chafe, it allows it to go on smoothly. Sometimes you can fill these up with oil, but I have to put this on sideways so all the oil I would put in there would leak out. But this is nice and lubed up, and we can crawl into there and toss it on. Now, pretty much the same way I pulled this down, this new one is going to go up. I'm just going to be careful because I don't want to hit the front of it off of a bunch of stuff. So we'll just snake this up in there, nice and easy. Alright, now I got it on the spot it needs to go, in the area at least, so we can just thread it on. Well, I thought I was in the area. There it is. Took me a second to find the threads. So let's thread all this all the way on. We'll bottom it out. Now give it a couple good cranks, like a turn and a half with your hand, maybe a little more. My hands are greasy too. Alright, that's good for now. I'm gonna wipe my hands and give it a final little snug. But that is mint. I just snugged up the oil filter. Make sure that you only tighten that by hand. Do not put any tools on that because you will strip it out and pull the threads out. Just tighten it by hand. Like I said, a turn and a half, maybe a little bit more. Give it a little tighten and she'll be good. And I also got all that brake clean, that can of brake clean to get the mess away, get all this nasty oil off my power steering rack because it is everywhere. But before that, I'm gonna put my drain plug in. And we'll tighten that beast down. The drain plug is tight, and now the degrease. Giving it hell, making it nice. It just like drools over everything, so I'm just really caking it. I'll get over there with the drain plug too. Now after I wipe this up, we can go up top and dump some oil in her. We are at the final step, the dump in of the 520 we needed. It even says in the cap. Take 6 quarts, so I'm just gonna dump all of this in. I don't need to check it in at intervals. I'm just gonna go all the way, and we should be good. Now, with all of our oil in the Vic, I'm gonna wash my hands with these beast of the rags, and then I'm gonna fire it up, crawl underneath, and look for any leaks, because if it's leaking out all my new oil, well, that would be bad. Don't want to get my steering wheel all greasy-tastic. Let's fire it up. Looking good. I just took her off the jack stands and lowered her down so I can get an accurate reading on the dipstick. And I checked it. It was between the 2 lines in the crosshatched area. So the Vic is mint. Hell yeah, she is done for now. I'm just gonna clean up my messy area. I hope this video could help you guys out. If it did, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!
Why self-life? We got London on the track.